Even if they don't, they can go for that reset.
Snax's flash is meant to support, but instead, they all get by. Snax able to drop the bomb just in the nick of time. Calyx is going to be able to watch the flank, finding Neo. So still 2 players up, but Snax now down. And that's going to task Bialy to clutch. 1v3, Engine just beneath. Yet Bialy jukes it out, comes back for some, gets the frag, and the bomb's still yet to be retrieved as Bialy falls into the checkers. He does hear Despe up close here. And Despe's got no support, so now it's down to the 1v1. Bialy could clutch this. Calyx on 19 health. Does he get the element of surprise? No. Bialy hears him. And this is anybody's round.
That was literal millimeters away from the death of Bialy, and instead managed to get himself into a very good position indeed. There's so little time left. Calyx will be rotating back around, but Bialy is just going to be holding. There's so many angles for him to check. That's the one disadvantage he has, but with so little time, he could just sit back on the site. 10 seconds left. Calyx is going to have to get running and really needs to find this kill. It isn't going to be happening. Bialy will now just hide, and Calyx has been duped all over the place. Of course, that extra weapon could help him, although the nade's very close indeed. Pasha will, however, do some damage onto Zontares, but he's now trapped in the corner. Decent amount of utility there. Engine going to be Molotov, but he'll peek out and ruins Pasha, but Bialy is there to trade. Quickly turning things back, almost gives Calyx his second death, and will, in fact, manage it. It's taken a while. And now VP actually in a pretty good situation. A lot of tagged players. Bialy now drops the bomb into the open. He is having one of those big rounds. 4 kills. Leaving Despe alone. He can at least try and make things costly, but Neo will put the final nail in, as it will be Bialy to win them the round.
All they have to do is get some kills, slow down Space Soldiers on the entry, and considering there's 35 seconds left, they could still do it. Pasha catching one in mid, Molotov still to play, but Neo's down at the back end of this. Taz and Bialy still inside the site, and Bialy's done a great job of at least taking 2. Engine forcing his way forward as Pasha drops him. Despe tactics a clutch, and while he's right up on that red box, I don't think he's got this. He needs to find an opening, and all the CTs just playing with time. Letting him do his thing, and Snax will stop him. Op shot straight through the chest.
When they need him. Either way, Neo, once again, going to be going aggressive. Gets the first. Calyx quick to trade with Pasha just as fast back. Snax will go down. This time he's not alone on the B side, however, so a little bit more of a gamble on that B site with Taz still waiting, lurking in the headshot position. Despe is going to go down. Bialy once again. However, Engine is looking for the trade and will find it. Pasha on the edge of that smoke has to be a little bit careful, but may be able to catch them as they go pushing into middle. There isn't going to be anybody to watch the flank, and because of that, Pasha can end both. He's given a 2-man advantage to Space Soldiers, looking for his third through the smoke, but now the rest of the cavalry arrived. Despe with 2 quick kills, and Neo, he has to pull off probably his greatest clutch of all time, and it is not going to happen.
That's the question. I mean, there's no grenades to elicit, right? It's just decoys on each side. Full Kevlar. Here come Space Soldiers. They're going to come barreling in. Snax is on the other side. Gets himself 2, 3, 4 from Snax. Just stops it right then and there. And poor Major's left over. He's trying to come up catwalk. Neo spots him. It's done, Tom.
Yeah, what a way to start off the map from Snax. The CT side was definitely the better of the two. But it's really Calyx we want to be watching at this point. Has been a bit sneaky. Despe is going to go down. Neo fairly aggressive as well in the B apartments. 3 players going to be running towards him. He opens up the first, but can't quite get anything more. Snax, however, is here once again to try and end this round in his tracks. Drops the bombs. Zontares will again be able to trade. Can Calyx catch the man on the flank? The answer to that is no. But Zontares will at least net himself a bomb plant. The question is, can the star of this team do anything more? It looks like he's about to walk into the crosshair of Bialy, but will actually be allowed to cross. Gives him a little bit more of a chance. The bomb is planted for his exact position, but he can't go any further because he doesn't have the range of the rifle that his opponents currently have. Bomb is going to be ticking away. Taz still has himself a kit, and they're yet to find his position, but Taz will execute Zontares.
Had he been able to clear out Market on that rotate over, all of a sudden the retake's that much more difficult. But watch Virtus.pro keep their wits about them. sniff him out and shut him down. Taz to the bottom of connector with another headshot, but Xantares has taken one of his own over towards this A site. Taz to the top of stairs, has to be cautious. Calyx just on the other side, but he's spotted and dropped to 36. Tries to fire back, it's just not meant to be, as Major's also toppled the last two T's, trying to split this site.
Yeah, Xantares will be able to at least get one, but Pasha's position is enough to win them around.
Will decide to linger on as Space Soldiers have walked their way up catwalk. They've cleared out the ladder room thanks to Xantares, and he even finds Neo. Snax then on site, able to trade straight back with an op. Pasha drops the op of the T side, and in the meantime, they will hit all the way back. Of course, that is Calyx trying to grab bomb. His teammate has very little health, and now he's dead. So Calyx, what can you do? No time, no chance as Taz catches him with his knife out.
Smoke. It's going to be the straight denial of anything Xantares can hope to do. And on the other side, seen Major throw out a smoke of his own. Looks like that may have actually gone all the way across the map towards that jungle spot. So quite a nice smoke coming out from him. The question is, can they do anything off it? Already 3 players here for the CT side, ready and waiting. Bialy will position himself into the corner. He gets a first and a second as well. Bialy with another big round, and Pasha there of this T side. We are going to see the sneak into connector as well from Engine. The deep smoke allowing him to get a little bit further up. And once more, Calyx is looking for the peak. Taz just not spotted, but he will now go down. The opener found. There's a man in sandwich that Calyx has to look for, and Bialy is at least going to be able to trade and keep that man advantage going.
The bomb could head straight towards that B site. Deathspace thinking about it, and there's no defense there, not even inside of market just yet. Neo's going to start to double back. Thought in his mind, Xantares creates more space, and that pulls Neo back a second time around. And then Pasha finds one. Bialy trades straight back, stops the bomb, leaves it in the open, and leaves Engine to clutch, which he could possibly do. It is just Neo left over at this point. He resides in the windowsill. Engine running out of time, though. He has to get this going, sees it, and Neo takes it. There we go. Virtus.pro with yet another round. Can they find the 7th? Can they make this half as close as could be?
Position is going to become more valuable in the end.
The thing is that Calyx isn't playing proactively. He's just waiting. Meanwhile, Bialy's starting to round corners. He sprays and finally takes it. Just down to the last few rounds. That could have been a massively missed opportunity, but Bialy's still here and still dealing damage. Xantares dropped at the top of mid. Man advantage back into the hands of Virtus.pro, but the windowsill. Calyx finds the back of Taz, takes him down. 30 seconds yet again to play with. They need to move quick, and there's nothing to save. This is the 15th and final round, so it all stops here and now. And Snax starts to come in from behind Engine. Bialy drops it, and it's all on Calyx. He needs to force the fights, and it just doesn't go his way. 3 separate bomb carriers dropped by Bialy in that round. Of Xantares, he doesn't have the deaths either. Oh wait, no. That's 14 and 5 since he rejoined the server.
Yeah.
That's even, I was gonna say, man, how does he manage this? But no, let's wait for the full stats. I got ahead of myself. Engine and Bialy trying to get ahead of one another on this A site. Xantares with a flick and a double up. Nice headshots from him. Taz trades it back with one of his own, and that's gonna leave Major to clutch this one out.
Fake things out. The nade. Pushing in Taz very low. That was his chance. Now Neo's going to execute him as well. 14 to 8 VP.
Taz is just trying to keep Catwalk honest. Bialy's trying to pry, and he will do so successfully. Xantares caught the sandwich. Snax is able to find Despae next. Engine, though, he's right here. Still to connector. He attempts to hold, and yet then he falls. Major trades, and it's just the 2v2. So successful were those trade frags all across the map. Palace contact. We had players just dying outside of Palace here from Major. The connector to Cat play. And now A-Site's going to get split. Calyx with the long wraparound all the way through spawn. This is going to be section 1v1s, and the first goes the way of Snax. Now, Major has to clutch. He's already got his way out. Taz is by his side. Major just slowly creeping his way around, but he makes noise. Taz hears this. They know exactly where he's at. Can they hit the shots? Absolutely. Taz destroys his face, gives VP a 9th to the board.
Every single time they won a map, it has been from 10-5, 11-4, or something similar. Engine will be able to start things off. A very quick trade, but of course VP not wanting to lose too many players in this sort of round. We know that there's a buy coming back in the next for the CT side. They'll have the 2,400 loss bonus. Or could be able to come in as well, but it may have to be glass cannon for Despe if he does want to have that trusty AWP. Question is, can they maybe steal away a gun and make things a bit more interesting? Calyx is going to be boosted up in the corner, but there's Bialy waiting. They are just going to dual peek this still. Calyx will be able to take one down. Another comes in for Despe as well. Surely not like this, Virtus.pro. They're now at a man disadvantage in the full rotation, the full force of Space Soldiers are coming back in towards that connector spot. Major is going to go on the long rotation back in. And they can buy in the next round. The question is, do they want to make sure they save that AK-47? Or are they going to try and take this here and now?
This is given time for Virtus.pro to get off of the bomb site. Pasha remains on it, but Bialy doubles back towards ramp. He will find contact versus Major. The AK still in play as Major does fall. Pasha cleans the first and Engine's next. 3 crisp headshots from the players of Virtus.pro. And after he flashes, he will fall to check underpass, calling Xanteres over to help. And right now, Virtus.pro are fixating themselves on mid, finding the players on display. Taz sprays, takes both. That's a great opportunity because that's guns in the hands of the players on pistols. Although, if they decide to hit this A site, they could walk into their deaths. Major's posted, waiting for Bialy, but the timing! He gives himself up, he looks away. Still, Taz then clears Calyx, and Virtus.pro are back in this.
Try and face versus another 4-buy, but this is the chance for VP to just make some extra cash, make sure they've got everything. The push will be spotted. Pasha finds a first, a second, but Major will be able to trade one back and hits another dink. Maybe more weapons to go into the hands of this CT side. However, it's quickly rectified. Taz with a perfect flashbang as well will save himself.
Oh, Xanteres jumps downwards. He's gonna find Snax. That puts it all in question. Major up close. No! Oh, Neo! Still able to just regain himself. Bialy with a headshot. Xanteres with another. It's still the 3v3, but damage control coming in. It is just Despe. And while he clears another in mid, he's got the bomb, Tom.
And an AWP. That's not a weapon you want to give over to this man. He may have not had the best map so far, but he could save it all for Space Soldiers here. Bialy, I don't think he was spotted there. Despe is going to be able to fall back a little bit. Neo making an awful lot of noise, but he's sort of the bait. He's trying to fake things out to give Bialy that chance to find the kill. Instead, Despe has fallen all the way back. Looking to try and find one peek now. Should know where the second player is as well, as Neo will come pushing into the angle. They thought he was on chair. There is a man on chair, but it isn't Despe. He's going to go peeking in, but misses the shot. The main chance, and Neo will close him down. Peeking into the connector. Hasn't spotted anything yet. Major is actually going to go down, but it's a very quick trade from Engine in middle. However, Bialy doing the same. Leaves it into a 3 versus 3. Going to spot anything out just yet. And actually, there's going to be a rotation towards this A site. This could be a wrong call, as there's currently 2 players here, and Calyx is looking to go further aggressive. He may catch the bomb. Such an important battle to take. And now full rotation could come in. Despe finds another, and it's all onto Pasha to save Virtus.pro. Otherwise, they are staying in the Mountain Dew League. It's all onto the back of Pasha Biceps.
There's an AK at his feet if he wanted to swap guns, but he will use the op instead. Despe's already posted. He tries to bait it, and down he goes. Space Soldiers in a 2-0 fashion.